Hi guys, welcome back to Codemaster Coach, your medical coding tutor. Guys, we're at day 8 of this February series on CPC review questions and my most asked questions of me. So if you have not viewed videos 1 through 7, go back and view those so that you'll be ready for today's video. Alright, the question that's asked of me quite often is, which code books do I use? Whether it's ICD-10-CM, ICD-10-PCS, CPT, HCPCS, which code books do I use? And to be honest with you guys, I know October 1, the new ICD-10 code books come out, and so I start shopping about August, September. I start price checking. I know CPT comes out January 1 along with HCPCS, so I know when the new edition of the code books are coming out, and I'll pre-order or I'll go ahead and order them. But I shop Amazon, AAPC, American Hospital Association, any bookstore, and I'll be honest with you, I look for the cheapest books I can find for me to work with. Now, there is something you need to consider. If you're going to be taking the CPC exam or an AAPC exam, they are strict. They will only require or allow certain books for you to take your exams with. So be sure to go to AAPC website for the exam that you're planning to sit for, the National Certification Exam, and see what books they allow before you purchase your book, if you know you're purchasing your book to prepare for a national exam. But otherwise, I usually go with the cheapest books I can find. I compare Amazon to AAPC to American, and wherever I can find the cheapest books. Okay, guys, that's my honest answer. Wherever I can find the cheapest. All right, let's answer our questions from yesterday. All right, our question was, a 67-year-old man is admitted with acute dehydration secondary to nausea and vomiting that is due to acute gastroenteritis. He is treated for dehydration. Your choices were A, R11.2, E86.2, or E86.0, and K52.9, E86.0, R11.2, K52.9, R11.2, and E86.0, or E86.0 and K52.9. So again, you guys, a 67-year-old man is admitted with acute dehydration secondary to nausea and vomiting that is due to acute gastroenteritis. He is treated for dehydration. That told you right there, your first diagnosis should be E86.0, which is dehydration, which is either B or D. But notice, it says here, the dehydration is secondary to the nausea and vomiting that is due to acute gastroenteritis. So your other code that you're coding is the acute gastroenteritis. So that answer is D, dehydration, which is E86.0, and gastroenteritis acute, which is K52.9. So D is the answer. All right. Your next question that I had for yesterday was, how often does CMS release updates for HCPCS level 2 codes? Is it monthly, quarterly, or semi-annually, or annually? And guys, the answer is quarterly. HCPCS level 2 codes are maintained by the CMS and are released quarterly on the CMS website. Okay? How often does CMS release updates for the HCPCS level 2 codes? Quarterly. And you can get those on the CMS website. And then I had one more question, a medical term, pneumomediastinum, describes what condition? Is it inflammation of the mediastinum, puncture of the alveoli of the lung, presence of a cyst or tumor in the mediastinum, or presence of air in the mediastinum? And the answer is D, presence of air in the mediastinum, because pneumo means air. So pneumostinum is air in the mediastinum. All right? So hopefully you got all 3 of these correct. We're moving on to today's video. Any questions? And today I have a patient is admitted with pernicious anemia. Pernicious anemia. How do you code that? Is it A, D64.9, B, D61.9, C, D50.9, or D, D51.0? Patient is admitted with pernicious anemia. Okay. And then your second question. Patient is admitted with sickle cell anemia with crises. Is it D57? Is it A, D57.1, B, D57.00, C, D64.9, or D, D57.01? Patient is admitted with sickle cell anemia with crises. Okay, guys? All right. I'll see you back here tomorrow with the answers to these two questions, as well as a question that may have been asked of Codemaster Coach. Thanks, guys.